3v3 Capital Spire blue team. Thanatos is a force commander, offensive melee, pretty versatile and can buff. Theodosios plays a Inquisitor, offensive, can fight melee and ranged. Not much support but lots of stuns and snares. RAGNAR plays a Eldar Warlock, rounding out blue team, offensive melee, pretty mobile and can disrupt pretty well later on the spells. Red team starts off with AusterRiese as another force commander, so a full mirror at the north of the map. Jonto0 is another Eldar Warlock. And rounding out red team we have Floid as a Hive Tyrant, very durable commander, fights melee by default, offense and support. Walks through cover and cannot be suppressed, all that good stuff. So does anyone actually like this map? I quite like it. Lots of people complain about the retreat pathing issues, but that's something you just need to consider. I think the only real imbalance on this map is perhaps strong use of turrets can be a headache, and of course manticores, which can sit in base and rain down terror onto the middle with impunity. Multi-last turret goes down in the middle by the Imperial Guard, and here, ouch, Disruptor, and another. Here comes the Hive Tyrant trying to take it out in melee, but it's going to be forced off. It took tons of damage getting in. The Warlock of Jonto0 now sneaks behind the turret trying to take out models, as is his opposite number, RAGNAR. RAGNAR hugely outnumbered though, double turn against double Guardians and Spore Mines there. Spore Mines are not going to detonate though, with all these friendly units around. Spore Mines do friendly damage. North. Loyalist Tactical Marines for both Space Marine players. And double Tactical Marines for AusterRiese. Are we going to see a Power Sword? I don't think I've seen the Power Sword at all in 3.19, not once. I actually really like the Power Sword. Very cheap power melee weapon, and it makes your Marines better than your opponent's Marines since it buffs Battlecry a little bit. Blue have the south, red are taking mid, and blue have the north. AusterRiese pushed off by Thanatos. Now has double Tactical Marines though. Thanatos most likely going for Assault Marines. And we'll probably see 2 Thunderhammers as well. Guardians, I don't think we'll be able to hold. Destructor on the Hormagaunts as they run in. Now the Warlock in melee with them, taking a lot of damage from double Termagants though. Both of these guys have their toxin sacks. You can tell by that little plus sign above the unit indicator, indicating that they've been upgraded. Heavy weapon squad on the field for Theodosios, and we have a shuriken cannon for RAGNAR. 2 setup teams for the blue team then. Tyranids of course cannot get a setup team, but Jonto0 does have a shuriken of his own. Force commander of AusterRiese, very low on hit points. Scouts and Tactical Marines take buildings, and this force commander is going to be forced off here. Might even go down in retreat to the other force commander of Thanatos. Can the bolt pistol finish him off? I don't think so. And now this force commander runs, and Assault Marines on the field for Thanatos, jump troops that fight melee and disrupt. Hive Tyrant gets the hell away. Shuriken cannon set up. Warlock of RAGNAR, very low on hit points. Energy shield goes down from his Guardians. With their battle equipment, such a good upgrade, gives them plasma grenades, shields and a health buff for 65-15 I think it is. Full gens for red and for blue. Full gens all round apart from this one. 500-377. Bit of a lull in the action as blue team regroup at base. There's an immolate from Jonto0's Warlock. Might see 2 immolators here, and in fact we do. Hormagaunts get in though and force off that shuriken cannon. Might see a plasma grenade on these Hormagaunts. They need to be very, very careful. RAGNAR, I'm not sure, waiting for energy to regenerate. They need 60 energy to throw a grenade, I believe it is. Red's holding the middle. Double Tactical Marines in the building here. You see the battle cry go off and affect those garrison units. Here are the Assault Marines now. Ouch, one goes down, and these guys are going to take the building. Nothing Assault Marines can do to garrisons this early in the game. There's a scout grenade on that blob. Ouch. 2 tactical Marines go down. Was pretty lucky not to lose both of those squads there. Very, very nice grenade from Thanatos. Immolate goes down. Any other tier 1 squad that is pretty much dead in that situation. The durability of tactical Marines allowing them to survive there. Double battle equipment for RAGNAR. And 1 battle equipment for Jonto0. Hive Tyrant stomps away, breaking stuff as he goes. 481349. It's a triple for red, or it's gonna be. Assault Marines for AusterRiese now, double tactical Marines and Assault Marines, very, very solid tier 1. Look at this Shuriken, very aggressive use by Jonto0, setting up, covering the stairs. Now gets behind the energy shield. Look at all the energy shields going up from red team. Hive Tyrant retreats. There's a plasma grenade, ouch, and another one takes out the Warlock. Excellent, excellent play by Jonto0. Thanatos trying to retake the north, and is going to with the artificial armor. And we also have artificial armor on AusterRiese's Force Commander. Now Force Commander fights Force Commander with Chainsword, and Thanatos runs. Central power is red, and they are sitting pretty in the middle at the moment, but blue are taking south and have some energy shields of their own. Tier 2 for everyone apart from AusterRiese. Inquisitor in melee with Guardians, pretty decent at disrupting, has a 360 disrupt in melee. Hammer of the Witches takes out a Guardian. She's in a bit of trouble here though. Guardians do pump out some pretty decent damage in tier 1. Now Reds are getting their power hit, but should be able to defend with double Termagants and Hormagaunts. Hormagaunts have their adrenal glands. 2 setup teams covering the south stairs and VP. AusterRiese is going to hit the power, is he? No, he's just standing still right now. Microing over here. Assault Marines versus Assault Marines, but AusterRiese, hugely outnumbered, runs the hell away. Shotgun scouts for Thanatos, fully upgraded these guys now. Central power, little skirmish. Guardsmen versus Guardians, ouch, and a Destructor comes in and really decides the battle. Almost wiped that squad. Sergeant on those Guardsmen pretty much allowed them to survive. It's a 2-1 for red, 366, 349, and now everyone is well into tier 2. Wraithguard on the field for Jonto0, short range artillery unit, very slow moving, but quite durable and cannot be suppressed, very vulnerable to melee. Zone Throat on the field for Floid, artillery unit for Tyranids, and another one on the way, also grants a health regen synapse. Manticore, of course, on the field for Theodosios, heavy artillery unit, huge amount of range and damage potential, 358, 345. RAGNAR going for a Banshee squad in tier 2, sorry. Light melee unit with power weapons. There's a plasma grenade, nicely dodged by Jonto0. And Banshee's going straight for those Wraithguard. Super heavy infantry armor. Takes a lot of damage from power weapons, and there's the first Manticore strike, or Storm Eagle as the ability is actually called. Floid retreats in time. You see a brood nest up there, allowing all of this stuff to reinforce. Such a great global 75 red for a reinforcement point anywhere on the map. And look at this, we have Power Fist versus Thunderhammer. Also have the teleporter pack for AusterRiese. Very nice smite by Thanatos' librarian, and then it runs, and Thanatos' force commander goes down in fact. Assault Marines have their sergeant. South is still blue, 358, 312. This Shuriken is dead, is it? Yes. And red team are now capping south. Hive Tyrant extending Carapace. Are they going to hit his power? Banshees have their Exarch, and she has her spear because they have their aspect. RAGNAR looking a little thin though, double Guardians and Banshees, all he has. Ouch, and look at the Zone Threats getting shots in on those Banshees. Warp throw. Can he put down an immolator on them? Didn't quite have the energy to do so. There it is. Suppress them with the Banshees and then put down an immolator. Very nice play by Ragnar. And those double termagants need to retreat. Zoanthropes need to be careful. Center is uncapped. Fire Tyrant runs. Shuriken Cannon. What is it doing? Getting behind his shield, yes. Hormigaunt Brood are going to tie up these Guardians, are they? I think they are. Ouch. That was Jonto0's Plasma Grenade, I believe, which almost took out his allied Hormigaunts. Autarch called down by Ragnar. Sub-commander for Eldar, very quick moving, fights melee, almost takes out that Shuriken Cannon. North, meanwhile, is red. Thanatos pushing back with a Librarian. Scouts coming to defend the power. Can they get a nice grenade off here? Assault Marines jump in. Not much the Scouts can do in melee. There is the Shotgun Blast. And now backs off. Scouts, very, very quick moving unit. Double Ogrins for Theodosios, look at this. Super heavy infantry, very, very good melee squad. Act as the line breaker and tank for Imperial Guard pretty much. And they are getting in there. Manticore strike on those Tyranids. Floid has not noticed and all of the shots completely miss. Absolutely huge engagement in the middle. Wraith Guard getting shots in. Zoanthrope getting shots in. Here is the Hive Tyrant. Should get the Rendon Talons, I think. And there's a very nice grenade out by Ragnar. Killed about 7 termagants, I think. These Wraith Guard cannot be suppressed, so are really easily dealing with that heavy weapon squad. Huge engagement. There's a Hellfree strike from the Inquisitor, all kicking off in tier 2. Autarch called down, nicely dodged by Ragnar, using fleet to get away there. Is he going to cap? Yes. Autarch capping. Ragnar's Autarch also still around, has her spear. And is tying up these Wraith Guard who don't want to get into melee with her. Don't want to get into melee with that Warlock either. Warlock on the way. Warp throw and immolator. Jonto0 has gone for the Champion's Robe. Ogrins have caught him though. Have their Bonade leader. These guys do melee heavy, so good damage versus all targets, but they get crippled. Crippling poisoning, such good synergy with Zoanthropes, and there's a Manticore strike. Zoanthropes have their shields up, but will it be enough? Loses one Zoanthrope, is he going to lose both of them? No, this one gets away just. Not sure why he didn't retreat them, probably thought the shield was enough to tough it out, but it was wrong. 237, 285, the North is turning red thanks to AusterRiise's Librarian. Thanatos' Librarian still alive. Has the Tome of Time. Force Commander has the Power Fist and Artificia, and AusterRiise is of course fully kitted out with the Thunderhammer. Central Power turning blue with full gens on it. Center VP turning blue, so they're going to have a 2-1, 2-3-7, 2-7-8. Energy shields going up. Is Theodosios going to go tier 3, or are we going to see another Manticore on the field? Floid is already tier 3, as is Ragnar, and Thanatos just hit. Hive Tyrant revives the Warlock and levels to 3 because of that. Inquisitor has her Interrogator's armor and her Mandate, all kicking off in the North. Force Commander taken out by that Power Fist, and Veil of Time on the sky means he can run around like a lunatic. Now in melee with that Librarian, which doesn't want to fight him really, that Power Sword. Power Fist always beats Power Sword. And I think AusterRiise is going to be forced off. Assault Marines don't want to lose models, and do lose a model. Lose their Sergeant in fact, ouch. And another model I think, yes. Blues are going to retake the North and are contesting bottom very well. Shuriken Cannon very lucky to get away. Blues are going to take the bottom, we might get a triple here. Here comes Floid though. Has a Carnifex on the field. No upgrade for this guy. Ogrins moving in with their melee heavy. Need a bit more than one Ogren squad though. And look at this, a Manticore Strike on that huge choke point. And a Hell Fury. And the Zone Throw goes down. Again, Floyd not retreating his Zone Throw out of a Manticore Strike. Heavy Weapon Squad covering this approach. Carnifex and Hive Tyrant won't be suppressed though. Carnifex can easily walk through a heavy bolter with that vehicle armor. And look at the splash damage it does. Ouch, that was a special attack as well. It might be a dead heavy weapon squad. Oh, we have a sync kill, so it's going to survive with 10 hit points. And a huge retreat here. Are we going to see a charge from the Thornback Carnifex? No. Does take out a Guardian though. We have a 4-squader Terminator for Thanatos. Storm Bolter and Power Fist by default now has Lightning Claws. Insane DPS power melee weapon that does splash damage. And he has to teleport out and retreats. Shuriken Cannon set up in the middle for red, but these Ogrins have been infiltrated by Interrogator's armor and can get into melee with it. Now have a Carnifex to deal with though. Still no weapon upgrade for this Hive Tyrant. Has done pretty well though without it. Level 4. 237, 192 is a 1-to-1. There's an Immolate, very nicely placed. And it's going to take out this Shuriken. Is it? No, just gets out of there. But then is taken out. Excellent play by Ragnar. Manticore Strike on the Wraith Guard. But they get away. And Reds are really pushing mid hard here. Double Ogrins, I've never seen them at once going into melee. Always one at a time. Which is not what you want. You want to support your Ogrins as much as you can. Look at this, an Avatar on the field for Ragnar. Super unit for Eldar, hugely powerful in melee and buffs all surrounding allied infantry. You see the blue markings there. North is blue, 4-squader Terminator. So deadly with his lightning claws. Is he going to get into melee with his submarines? I think he is. In fact, is going right past them and goes for the tactical marines. And there's a special attack. And Thanatos scouts run. There's a Librarian Smite. Merciless Strike. Intense Marine versus Marine action at the top. Can he finish off these Assault Marines? No, they get away. What level are these guys? Level 2. 4-squader teleports, trying to finish them. Almost does. Kicking off in the centre. There's a Wailing Doom. Hits an allied Inquisitor, sends her flying. Hive Tyrant runs away. Warlock jumps in, healing all this stuff. Also buffs its speed and gives a slight damage buff when she jumps in like that. She has a lot of support, the Warlock. And look at this, Assault Terminators on the field for Thanatos. Thunderhammers and Storm Shields by default. Now under Veil of Time. Lost quite a bit of health there though. I think we have double Plasma Gun Tactical Marines we do for AusterRiese. Tier 3 now for AusterRiese. 135, 192, very very close. Blue team are pretty stacked in the middle now. We have an autocannon, an Avatar, double Ogrins, level 2 Banshees. Have the Ogrins leveled? No, level 1 and level 1. Inquisitor now has her Inferno pistol. Basically a melter pistol, very high damage to all targets but quite short range. Lictor for Floyd is decapping south, and blues are not reacting here. Here comes an Avatar for Jonto0, going into melee with the Warlock, taking a lot of damage from the autocannon. Avatars have super heavy infantry armor, and it's going after the autocannon. And there's Wrath of Cain. Ouch! Wraith Guard almost wiping out his Guardians. There is the Wrath of Cain flying Ogrins and Tyranids. There's a Wailing Doom. Ouch! Hit the Banshees right in the face. 135, 142. There's a Manticore Strike as well. Look at that warp throw into the Manticore Strike. That was already going on. Excellent play there by Ragnar. Here comes AusterRiese to help the middle. Another Manticore Strike. Double Manticores for Theodosios. And it's really all kicking off. The amount of stuff dying is insane. Immolate on those termagants forces them to retreat. Will they get away? I think they did. Now a Carnifex in there. Charges. And Reds have taken middle. And I think they're going to go after these Manticores with a Tyrant formation in base. That's going to land right on those Ogryns. Ouch. Central Spire always the first to erupt. After that I think it's random. And Reds finally back off. So that's the way to avoid a Tyrant formation, is to wait for the Central Spire to come up, then stand on the Central Spire, and you should avoid all of the others. Double Manticores survive though, unscathed. Avatar versus Avatar here. Needs some support, this red one. Very nice. Waning Doom again. And Ragnar needed to retreat. Couldn't get away fast enough. Didn't use Fleet. I don't know if it was on cooldown. 88, 142. Wrath of Cain here. Is going to hit nothing, I don't think. Manticore Strike. Double Manticore Strikes. Didn't hit much. Needed to spread those shots out a bit more. Here's a Carnifex and a Hive Tyrant to make this autocannon crack its pants and run the hell away. Rangers on the field for Ragnar. Sniper infantry, look at this. Assault Terminators with lightning claws in the middle from Thanatos. Also has a Predator on the field, AusterRiese. Now looking quite thin. Tactical Marines, Assault Marines and a Librarian, and a Librarian goes down. 81, 142. AusterRiese losing the plot a little bit. Double Lictors for Floid. Warp Spiders on the way for Jonto0. Really intense game. Ortark is going to finish this cap at the top, yes. Level 2 Tactical Marines for AusterRiese. Force her off. Can these scouts hold these Tactical Marines up? What are they doing? They're running away. Ouch. Hell Fury Strike. Global ability of the Inquisitor. Thanatos went down, is rebought. 81, 131. If you're wondering why scouts are in the Force Commander's unit card slot, it's a bug. When the Force Commander gets Terminator armor, he more often than not switches around his unit card for some reason. Ortark capping south. This Avatar needs to be careful with Banshees, power weapons and Ogryns there. Wailing Doom misses everything. Ogryns run away from Warp Spiders. Ouch. Huge engagement now over the south. Double Avatars. There's a Manticore Strike on the Carnifex. Carnifex has a Venom Cannon. Huge damage versus large targets and vehicles. Still going off. Ogryns in there. Assault Marines in there. Red Avatar of Jonto0 very low on hit points. It's not being forced down though. Ortark for Jonto0 with her spear tying up Guardians. 65, 113. Can the blue team pull this off? I think Jonto0's Avatar is going down. No, it survives. And blues are pushed off the middle. In fact, Ragnar might lose his Avatar. Center is blue. Terminators versus Terminators. Ouch. AusterRiese's Terminator taking tons of damage. Saved there by Crippling Poison. Force Commander Terminator revives the Inquisitor. He of course cannot level once he gets Terminator armor. Just gives him 2500 hit points. Blues holding mid. And they have north. Librarian versus Tactical Marines. These Tactical Marines don't want to try and cap here. It's going to lose models. Ouch. There is no, they shall know no fear though. Disrupted with a special attack. Librarian doing a good job up there. Manticore Strikes, Hell Fury Strikes going off like crazy. That's like the 4th Hell Fury Strike I've seen. Predator goes down. Had a las cannon as well. 57, 63, very, very close. Insane engagements in the middle since tier 2 onwards pretty much. Double Carnifexes. Is this a Thornback? It is. 44, 42, so level 2 Carnifex in fact. Crushing Claw for the Hive Tyrant. Level 7 Hive Tyrant. Level 4 Jonto0 with Warp Throw. AusterRiese's Force Commander is level 5. Inquisitor's level 5. North is blue. Ragnar is level 6, has rangers on the field. 2763, so 2-1 for red. Mandated Inquisitor trying to cap with her invulnerability, or at least decap. She does get the decap. Manticore strike, but she pays for it with her life. Hive Tyrant finishing her off and levels to 8. Force Squander's also there. Very nice warp throw from Ragnar. Ouch, into a grenade. No Immolate going down. There's an Eldritch Storm. Dodged by pretty much everything. Won't do much to those kind of effects, I don't think. Did disable that one. Still a huge engagement over the centre. Hive Tyrant goes down to Ogrins, who then run. Force Commander Terminator will try and decap, under attack by Thunderhammer Terminators. Can he finish this decap? He can. Something's been called down here. More Assault Terminators for Thanatos, and that is all he has now. Double Assault Terminators and a Force Commander. Manticore strike on that huge blob of Termagants. Good grief, almost completely wiped out both squads there. G.H.G called by Theodosios. It's 1743 and a double for red, and it's going to be a triple. Librarian I don't think can deal with 2 lictors. And there is the triple, and there is the game for red. Amazing, amazing stuff. Crazy epic action. Terminators all over the place, and Thanatos lost one of his Assault Terminators was there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.